Well, I've been out to my car boot sales, my local flea markets, buying antiques and collectibles again, and got some really interesting pieces today to share with you. I'm a UK reseller. My name is Walter O'Neill. I run Antiques Arena, and I tend to buy whatever I like and hope to flip it for a profit. Today, I'm going to share with you some of my buys, and well, what can I say? It's been a pretty good week. I'm really pleased with the week's buying. So let's have a look. Hopefully you'll enjoy having a look at these. So we're going to start off with a little bit of handmade art. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that it. Hang on, blessed is the man that trusts. Oh, the. Struggling to read the embroidery. Blessed is the man that trusts at him. Struggling to read that one. The letters are blending in. Either way, it is PS 34 verse 8. So we have an old sampler of a Lord's verse, or a little verse out of the Bible. Looking at this, it's late 19th century, I would think. You can get these all the way down Georgian period, but I think this is a Victorian one, looking at it. Nice little sampler, cost me a £5. It could even be a little early 20th century one, but I think it's going to be Victorian. It's got plaster frame. So, yeah, I don't know what you think of that. I could find out what it says quite easy. I just type in the verse and it'll come up on Google. But that trust to the in him. Yeah. Blessed is the man that trusts to the in him. Okay. And it's not a dated one, unfortunately. But either way, it's a nice sampler. It's got age. It's late 19th, early 20th century. It was a £5. £5 whole pounds. So about $7 for a nice sampler. And it's about A4 size, maybe a bit bigger. Off the same dealer, I purchased this, which needs a little attention. We have a really nice Limoges porcelain casket. Now, when I saw this coming around here, the first thing I thought was 1800 Chinese porcelain. Because that spearhead border is on some Qinglong period porcelain I have. Same gilding, same color and everything. So yeah, beautiful casket. Now, unfortunately, it is Limoges, not a Chinese porcelain one. Now, why I say it needs attention is it's no damage to it, but the lid has come away from the bronze mount. So the lid, it's not damaged at all, but it's come loose. It needs resetting back into the frame. And the frame's buckled a bit at the back, so I'll have to straighten that up. And then we'll have a perfect... I'll just straighten it up, glue the lid back into the mount, and we'll have a perfect Limoges porcelain box. Limoges, France. It's real nice. It's got to be a £30-40 box once it's the top's glued back in, I would think. But again, it was another £5, so $7-ish. £10 for the pay off trade, and to be honest with you, I'm over the moon. Next piece, I was walking to go to the toilet. A friend of mine, Ali, whose birthday it is today, actually. So happy birthday. By the time you see us, it'll be late, but happy birthday for today. This was on a stall, and it weighs 2 or 3 kilos. It's a good weight. Now, I think, looking at it, it's polished bronze. Now, that's the patina on the inside. I think it's polished bronze rather than brass. There's the underneath. Now, people were looking at it and walking away, and I looked at it and I said, damn, that's got something about it. And I picked it up, and the first thing I noticed was this. It is straight out of a church. So this would have no doubt been in a church, and it's 204, hexagonal, 6-sided, beautiful. I'm pretty confident it's bronze, polished bronze, not brass, and it is beautiful. It's good size, 12, 14 inches, something like that. Very good weight. And I think it's a 19th century church vase in bronze. That was a tenner. I see that at least 100. I could be wrong, but I see it at least 100, especially with that meaning to come from their church. So really, really pleased with that. That was a good little find, that was. I purchased a couple of general public people were in as well. I purchased a set of this. Look at that. Still boxed. Beautiful. I know, what is it? 1950s to 70s, I would assume. Chad Valley lead horses. I'm hoping they don't fall out now when I stand it up. Tell you what. There's 4 Chad Valley horses. Blue, yellow, red, green and white. They are stamped Chad Valley on the underside. A little bit of paint loss on some of them. But no damage other than if I stand the box up, they're all just going to fall out. So yeah, I don't think they've been overly used. And the box is in good condition. Old Chad Valley game. That was £3, so about $5. I usually price these up at a £5 a horse, so that should be £25. That's the way I look at them. Off the same people, I pick up the box. I go through it. I take out a load of costume jewelry that I don't want, and then I show the lady the jewelry that's inside, which I'm going to share with you in a minute. But first of all, we're going to look at the box. So we've got a nice lacquered jewelry box with a Chinese design on the top. A little bit of weight to it. It's not the end of the world. There's beautiful little lock here at the front. So this slides open and then that lifts up. Get it now. Clumsy fingers. There you go. So that lifts over and that locks in. And then it's nicely lined. Now it's not that old, but it is a nice quality Chinese little trinket box, jewelry box, something like that. Nicely done. The box itself has got to be £15, £20. That's the way I see it. It cost me £1 for everything. So the box is about £15, £20. Then I pull out. It's tangled up now. Bear with a second. First piece is this, which is a Murano agate glass bead necklace. And that's what they just sell them as online, is Murano agate or glass. That was in there. I had a couple of silver chains. Don't mean a lot, they're very light. But on one of them chains was this beautiful sterling silver fairy pendant. Absolutely stunning. And then was this, where somebody had to chop off a silver ring. Because obviously, well, either it's got too small and they got stuck on their finger, or they've been in an accident or something. But yeah, they've chopped off the ring. So I'm going to put the fairy back on a chain, and that's going to be £15, £20. This is probably, in the condition it's in, a tenner. And I probably got £1 or £2 worth of scrap, all for £1. So I am really, really pleased with that. Next piece I bought off a friend, which is absolutely stunning oriental. And look at that dragon now. So you have the dragon chasing the pearl, the Buddhist symbol in the center. Now I think it is Japanese antimony. It's that sort of soft plated coppery type metal. That's what I feel it is anyway. Really nice. You can see there on the bamboo sides. It's almost classic on the antimony. Now, either way, it is a beautiful box. Real nice. Where's the top? There's the top, so the top's there. Look at that. Real nice little trinket box, ring box, whatever you want to call it. Japanese antinomy, turn of the century with a dragon chasing the pearl. It was a $5, $7. I think that's £20 of anyone's money. Another dealer, house clearance dealer this time. I bought 2 pieces, contrasting pieces. First of all, I bought a relatively modern brass Buddha. Chinese markings on the underside. That's the way it reads. So it will read. I haven't got a foggiest idea. I can't read that. I'll have to get my book out. I think it says Great Ming. And then I can't read the Emperor. But either way, it's 20th century, I know. But it is a nicely done little brass Buddha. So I had that. I then had 2 Roman bells, bronze bells. And this one's lost the loop at the top, but it's still got his little ball on the inside. So that's the first. This one's got his loop, but it's broken and lost his ball. But these are, I think they're Roman bells, very early Roman bells. So I had those, and I had, bear with, we'll get there now, this, which is a little sterling silver pendant set with a diamond in the middle. Nothing spectacular, but it'll go on a nice silver chain, and it'll be a pretty little thing with the diamond in. Now, the group, the Buddha, the 2 Roman bells, and the little pendant cost me £15, which is about $20, something like that, $21. So, again, really, really good. The Roman bells should be worth more than that on their own. It was a job lot day, I think, because I've had another job lot. Paid £20 off another dealer, and like a numpty, I missed a bit of silver on there, and I saw it and didn't even pick it up. They had a silver Tig 3-handled loving mug, solid silver with the enamel crest on the front. Now that stuff with the crests on is almost always silver plate. I didn't even pick it up and look. My friend picked it up and bought it for £1. Solid silver. Hey ho. Right, so we can start off. This whole little parcel cost me £20, so about $26, $27. We start off with a brass, heavy brass basket. It's got all your grapes and vines and leaves. Really nicely done. So that was the first piece. It's been almost a metalware day today. Then we had this, which is German Art Nouveau. So this here is where you'd rest your pen. Obviously your inkwell goes in there. You have your Art Nouveau flowers coming up each side. Now it's got a little dent or something to the brass by there, or a little loss to the brass. It's not the end of the world. And it is a signed one. Gesch, which is German Art Nouveau. And there's a little stamp on the inside still. But turn of the century, 1910, something like that. German Art Nouveau inkwell. Again, my money should be back on that. Then this I absolutely love. And I'm not much into religious artifacts and crosses and things. But this, I think, is a bit of trench art. It's been turned out of a shell, I think. It's spun brass. And I think it's been machined out of a shell or something like that. And I'd put that down as a bit of trench art, to be totally honest with you. Now, the stall had a lot of shells and casings and trench art pieces. And this just got missed. It was in a box. I'm pretty confident that that's trench art. And I think that's like 10 or 15 pounds happily on his own as a nice bit of spun brass. And I'm going to put a trench art with a question mark. But it's a nice thing. And then I had 2 military badges off him. As I say, he had quite a lot of military trench art pieces, so I think I'm on the right track with that. So then we had this, which is George V, and it's Royal Army Service Corps, World War One, George V, and I've already looked online, and these are comfortably between £25 and £35 for one badge. World War One, and then I've had this RAF cap badge. It's probably World War Two. On looking at that, I haven't looked it up yet. I'm assuming World War Two. Could be one. So that was a nice little haul. You know, the inkwell, the badge, the other badge, and the basket for £20. I can see every single piece being there on his own. So no, maybe not that. And the cross, obviously, I love the cross. So I might even chuck 20 quid on the cross and leave it sit there. I'm not religious at all. I'm really not, but I love the quality of it. It's got a good weight for such a small item. It's quite heavy, and it's beautifully finished. So over the moon with that. That was a nice little haul. Then I purchased this, and we have a bronze duck. Now it is a signed bronze. Now it is signed many. And when you look underneath, it looks like it's got some good age. Now I know there was a run of these copied going out probably 3 decades ago. 20, 30 years ago, there was a massive run of many animals, bronzes going out. It's got some verdigris coming on it and some white bits here and there. Now it's got some age in. It could be one of the 30-year-old ones. Either way, it is a very good quality many bronze duck. Now, when I was doing some research, someone has actually sold one. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Somebody actually sold one, and they felt theirs was real, and they've actually sold it. Here we go. Don't think it's identical, but it's very similar. Now this is theirs. They've got it down as an original bronze duck, many 1810 to 1879. All right, and there you go. Let's have a look at the photos. Now looking at their underneath and my underneath, there's not a lot of difference. If anything, mine's got more verdigris, more green. So I'm not asking you to comment on theirs or mine. I've bought it and I'm going to sell it as a decorative piece because I'm not 100% either way if it's original or copy. I'm feeling more towards copy, but it is a beautiful bronze. The work gone into it is absolutely stunning, the detail. Now I've given £20 for it, which I don't think is a lot of money. I think that one sold for £150. So I'm probably going to just go £85, £95, something like that, and leave it go as a decorative bronze duck. Beautiful thing. Really nice. You know, it's got some good weight to it as well, and aging. So that's where we're at with that one. This I quite liked. I know absolutely nothing about it. This is a studio pottery piece. And I can't even pronounce it. It's a Welsh word. Boethin Ceramics Tregaron, I think is what it says. And this is a coracle. That is an old Welsh boat, very old Welsh boat, hundreds of years old. And it's a little coracle. I think they made out of wicker. And you see the little man there, Coleman, with his cap on. It looks a bit like Pontypridd Bridge, and he's going down the river. Beautiful thing. Absolutely love it. Yeah. It's Welsh pottery. It is fully signed up. Number 7. So I don't know whether it was a limited run, and it's also signed on the front, TW. So that was a whole £1. Until I find what it is, I'm not going to be selling it, because if it's Pontypridd Bridge, it's got local interest, and I may be doing a deal with somebody locally. Steve. So we'll see how we go, but really, really nice Welsh pottery flat there. This is nice. Now, I have got a sextant. I'll show you the box first. Now, I don't know whether the pair belong together. This is the box. So we've got an old sextant box, leather, proper leather, tons and tons and tons of wear. And I mean tons. And it has got Kelvin Hughes, London, 1917, tooled into the leather. That is all tooled into the leather, that is. Could have been done on a roller, I suppose, quickly and then stuck in, but it is leather. So it could have been machine tooled into the leather. And then there is this, which is a brass sextant. Now, it's a small sextant. Now, it's got some loose pieces. It's missing a few screws. This piece here, you can see there where it fits on by there. I can't see no other missing pieces, but there's some missing screws. Now, this one is stamped Stanley of London with the crown above it. Now, I'm thinking it's a reproduction, but it's a reproduction with a little bit of age. Now, I've given a tenner for it. It's got a nice little wooden handle on the underside. So I've given a tenner for it, and I don't know whether to just sell it as it is, get some screws. It is a sextant. It looks complete, apart from some screws missing, and this needs to be put back on. And the box looks like it's got a little bit of age. So I don't think it's a modern reproduction. Feel free to comment. If it was a tenner, I'll be fine. That's obviously off in. Look at the wear on that. So yeah, oh, there's another screw. I got a screw. Yay. So put that back on. I got one screw. I could do with some more. So I don't know what you think. A little military brass sextant. That's what sailors used to use to find where they were, their position in the world. Cost me a tenner. Nice little instrument. Either way, let's assume it's a reproduction. It's going to be £30, £40. It cost me a tenner. The box looks good enough. You know, it's got loads of wear on this box. Look at it. So yeah. What else have I got I want to share with you? Do you know, I got more, but I think I'll put that into another film. This is long enough. I don't know what you think. It's absolutely fabulous. The bronze duck, beautiful. Real good quality. That's my favourite buy of the day. Honestly, it weighs a ton, straight out of a church, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Just love that. Look at the patina. So yeah, I know what you think. Feel free to leave a comment. Nothing's come in expensive. It's been a very profitable day. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next film. Bye for now.